everyone, good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darrell Winninger from the Central Oregon Daily Weather Center. We're doing a deep dive into your most reliable forecast, and spoiler alert, another gorgeous day is in store for us by the time we get to Thursday. In fact, it's going to be even warmer. We start off sunny with increasing clouds and then a few light showers before a bigger drop in temperatures and wetter conditions. So a quick look across the high desert this afternoon, almost not a cloud in the sky, but we do see some haze. That haze is smoke from a prescribed burn. In fact, in the last 48 hours, there have been two different prescribed burns, one near Camp Sherman and the other one near Lapine. And when we just take a closer look at this, we can see that this one near Lapine is cranking out quite a bit of smoke, impacting Lapine, Three Rivers, and not quite Sun River. And that's because winds have mostly been coming out of the north as they've been stronger. Yesterday, that they were planning on just doing 169 acres. Today, they bumped that up to 173 acres. And it's just about 5 miles to the northwest of Lapine, and that puts it between the 97 corridor and the Newberry Caldera. And that's where, when you look south, you can see that big plume of smoke. It was bigger yesterday, but it is impacting our air quality to the tune of bringing us periods of moderate air quality. Not too bad at all. Where you see that white dot, and that white dot, that's where we had those two prescribed burns. So let's talk about satellite radar, because some bigger changes are expected through the next couple of days. This is going to be a shorter deep dive because, it's just going to be nice conditions. Right now it is clear. We are tracking a cold front well off to our west over the Pacific Ocean and switching to enhanced infrared satellite and pressure. We have that broad ridge of high pressure that's starting to flatten, it's starting to break down, and we can really see the shape of that cold front well off to our west. But also, we want to focus on an area of low pressure that's developing over the southwestern U.S., not quite the Four Corners region, closer to California. This is going to impact us as well, because that low is going to move north as this cold front comes our way. The cold front transitions to another low pressure system, and when the two combine over the Pacific Northwest, we are just looking at wetter conditions, stronger winds, and cooler temperatures. So let's go ahead, and speaking of temperatures, let's look at those temperatures. In the last 24 hours, we've topped out in the 60s with some 50s out there, and through today it's actually been a little bit warmer than it was yesterday, and very pleasant with those lower to mid 60s, and there are still a few 50s left on the map. So that actually puts us between 1 and 5 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago, and the warm up continues, and it's continuing because of our high pressure. Now that high pressure is flattening and allowing a little bit more moisture to come in from the south by tomorrow, and with our warm up, it's going to be peaking on Thursday with highs in the mid to upper 60s and a few 70s. By Friday, that next low catches up with us. We're also tracking that cold front that's coming in. It's just breaking apart, so not really showing that much in the way of development. And then by the time we get to Saturday, some lingering showers and even cooler conditions. So we do have roller coaster temperatures ahead. They're dipping down into the 50s by Sunday, and the best chance of showers is going to be Friday and Saturday across our Tri-County area. Now, let's go ahead and look at your forecast model, because this one actually shows that we are expecting some chance of a little bit of shower activity by tomorrow. Here's how it plays out. Tonight, it's clear. Tomorrow, it starts off sunny and chilly, and then by Thursday afternoon, you can see that plume of moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest, but it's actually shifted, and that axis is a little further to the west of the Cascades. Now, that's not going to keep us completely dry, but most of us do get little to no precipitation at all Thursday, just some hit and miss sprinkles. It's Friday. During the late morning and midday hours, we start to get wet. Those showers become widespread, and cooling is expected. That cooling continues into Saturday, and even by Friday night, Saturday morning, some snow in the highest elevations. A little bit more possible Saturday night going into Sunday, and then after that, we start to see things shape out. Ridging sets back up. So by Saturday at 11 p.m., we still have a few sprinkles over the high desert, and looking at the GFS, that long-range forecast model, Sunday we get clearing. By Monday, mostly sunny. By Tuesday, more cloud cover, just not much at all in the way of precipitation. And then by Wednesday, we are back to sunshine, and the warming continues until then. You're going to love these temperatures. Just get ready for them. So between now and Friday at 11 p.m., most of us are getting wet. Most of that precipitation happens on Friday. Between now and Thursday at 11 p.m., we're just looking at a few sprinkles in Deschutes County and on the east slopes of the Cascades. After that, we're getting wet. Saturday, more precipitation expected, but it's not going to be as widespread on Saturday. Meanwhile, winds 5 to 15 miles per hour for the most part, really 10 to 15 miles per hour, and gusts aren't too far off from that. Now, getting into the actual winds and where they're going to go, what they're going to do, is most of them are going to be out of the north, and it has been breezy at times, but tomorrow we mostly just have a light breeze. By Friday, though, it's getting breezy, even gusty at times. Those winds swing around from the north to the west, and it's going to be pretty variable overnight, really. Now, for tonight, temperatures are falling back into 30s with some 20s out there. By tomorrow, mid to upper 60s, some low 70s, and a few showers in the southern parts of Deschutes County and on the east slopes of the Cascades. Here is your 7-day planner. We get in this unsettled weather pattern, this active weather pattern Friday, Saturday. By Sunday, that's our rebound day. Winds still gusty, but we get some clearing, and then a warm-up takes us through the 60s and back into the 70s. That's the latest in weather. Tune in tonight to Central Oregon Daily News. We'll have the latest headlines and your most reliable forecast. Join us.